If you're like me, you've been asking for an excellent Nightmare on Elm Street box set forever. For a 4K box set, another Blu-ray box set, because let's face it, the box set that we have access to right now, it's nice, it's cheap, but it doesn't really do the job. It doesn't do a lot for Nightmare on Elm Street collectors, Nightmare on Elm Street fans. So when I saw that Amazon was having a 4K box set, not only a 4K box set, but a 4K SteelBook box set, that, you know, there's no art for it other than this art right here that you can see. And you can see a little tiny sliver of the red and green right there on the corner. But other than that, it's just a placeholder art for right now. It's about $167. I pre-ordered this the minute I could. I wanted it, and I knew, like, this is an Amazon exclusive. It's going to be limited. It's going to be numbered. It's going to have all the movies on it. It's going to have the 7-film collection. It's going to have digital copies as well. And it's going to have the 3D glasses included for Freddy's Dead. So it's not going to be like Blu-ray 3D where you can watch it on a 3D TV. It's going to be the red and blue 3D like you know from the movie that you've seen. I've seen it in theaters, and they had these glasses as well. And of course, it's going to come in a SteelBook library case that's probably similar to something like the Resident Evil collection that I used to have, where the SteelBooks slide in. So they're actually more protected in that than they would be elsewhere in a different type of set. So that's good for SteelBook collectors. I'm not really a SteelBook collector myself. I don't really care for them. They're usually more expensive, they're more limited, they're harder to get. Some of them, if they have cool art or whatever, I'll get them. But for this release, I wanted to get this because this is probably the closest thing that we're going to get to a limited edition, a deluxe box set of a Nightmare on Elm Street. For whatever reason, we can have box sets like this Friday the 13th set right here. We can have box sets like this from Scream Factory, as I just dropped everything out of it. We can have box sets like this from Scream Factory that are excellent. This is one of the best Blu-ray box sets of all time. You can still get this one, it's still in print. But yeah, this is one of the best ones ever, and it's got nice art, it's got wraparound art, it's got a whole Blu-ray of extras. It is just kind of the perfect storm of a Blu-ray box set. And there's the Halloween box set, which is behind me. You can see right there. There's the Halloween 4Ks. These are excellent releases. They're all really excellent releases from Scream Factory, who do great work. This is a studio release from Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers Home Entertainment does a pretty damn good job with their releases, but it remains to be seen if they're going to actually include new extras or new anything on this, new interviews, whatever, archival stuff. You're definitely not going to get the Never Sleep Again documentary, which is one of the best documentaries about a horror series out there. And you're not getting Freddy vs. Jason because that's a rights issue, I would assume. But other than that, you know, you're getting a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. It just doesn't feel like you're getting all of it. I don't know. There's some stuff from Nightmare on Elm Street 5 that is still out there that they could probably unearth and try to include on this. There's, you know, interviews that can be done. There's a lot of stuff that can go into this, and it feels like a Nightmare on Elm Street in general has just been kind of forgotten by horror fans. It's been forgotten by the studio. It's been the Craven Estate. I don't know what the issue is, if they want too much money or whatever, but this should be a huge celebration of a Nightmare on Elm Street, and it feels like it's just kind of going under the radar, other than the fact that we're getting a new box set here. But yeah, it's still available on Amazon. It did sell out, but then it went back in. So we'll have to see what the actual box set looks like itself when it comes out, and what the individual SteelBooks look like, and what the actual box set, just the normal version, looks like, because if that one looks cool, who knows, maybe I'll downgrade from this one to that one. But this is a lot for a box set. This Friday the 13th box set was about $120 when it came out. The Halloween box set, I think, was a similar price. Now that box set is way more. The 4Ks are readily available. The Friday the 13th box set goes on sale for like $80 all the time. Still readily available. So $170 for this. It's probably baked in with that it's the SteelBooks and that it's a limited edition. People are saying it's a limited of 15,000, which is pretty low for something that's this big time. It is an Amazon exclusive, so I don't know if it's going to be worth it, honestly. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I'm paying that because I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan, and I don't own the other box set anymore. I lost it with my old collection, so it was either wait for 4Ks to come out, and I knew that they were putting out a 4K collection, or it was get that other box set, which this seemed like a better choice over that, to get the movies in 4K with at least some of the extras included. We're obviously, hopefully with the first 4K, it's just going to be the port of the old one, or the one that came out last year. And then the new movie, the other movies, hopefully will have the same extras as the Blu-rays. But it's just kind of strange how this series in particular has not gotten the deluxe treatment, and hopefully this box set is that deluxe treatment, because it would be disappointing as a Nightmare on Elm Street fan to see this one go by the wayside. We haven't had a Freddy Krueger movie, a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, since the remake, and the remake did not do well, and there hasn't been any sort of movement on this whole thing since then. And it's just kind of disappointing as a Freddy Krueger fan, as a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, as a Wes Craven fan, that A New Nightmare is one of the best horror movies ever made. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, Dream Warriors, is a great sequel. I love all the movies in their own way. Freddy's Dead is definitely my least favorite of them all, but still, you get this character that deserves the deluxe treatment, and hopefully this box set does it, but we'll have to see once we get past this placeholder point that we have here. I, for one, am holding out hope that Freddy's Nightmares will also get a Blu-ray release or a DVD release or whatever at some point. They did a great job when it came out on Bloody Disgusting's streaming service. It looked like it got a new coat of paint. It was still not HD, but it looked nice on streaming services. Then it left there, and now it's on Tubi, I believe, and we'll get into Tubi at a different time. Everyone loves Tubi, I don't. But, hopefully we get some movement on that as well, because Freddy's Nightmares definitely deserves a physical release so that we can all watch it without commercials and all of that good stuff. So, just, what do you think of the Nightmare on Elm Street box set? Are you going to get it? Are you going to get the 4K SteelBook one? Are you just going to get the normal one? Are you going to stick with the Blu-ray? Let me know, because I don't know. I don't talk to a lot of people about Nightmare on Elm Street, because a lot of people don't really want to talk about it, because it's not sort of in vogue with the horror community these days. It's more all about Terrifier and all of that stuff. Freddy kind of gets forgotten. So if you want to know how I would save the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise from the ground up with a new plan, you can check out this video right here. I went through all of it, and I decided, hey, I'm going to try to save Freddy Krueger. So join me and let's save Freddy Krueger.